Stop everything, because Bill Cosby just dropped a heavy moment on national TV, saying Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death felt like losing his own son. But what he didn't say, that's what's creepy. Fans were crying over Malcolm's final moments, swept away by a dangerous ocean current in Costa Rica. But Cosby stayed quiet for nearly a full day. When he spoke, he made it all about himself. That's what we feared. Cosby wouldn't let Malcolm shine on his own, even in death. It's a chilling reminder that Malcolm's legacy was always at risk of being overshadowed by Cosby's control. Cosby's words prove our worst fear. Malcolm never fully escaped his shadow. This isn't just a sad accident. It's a story about silence, power, and a legacy Cosby wouldn't let go. It's about how Cosby pulled Malcolm back into his world, even when Malcolm had worked tirelessly to build his own identity, one that stood apart from the sitcom that made them both famous. On July 20th, 2025, at Playa Cocles, a popular but dangerous Costa Rican beach, the water looked calm, and a strong rip current hit without warning. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, vacationing with close friends, got caught in the pull. Some say he was trying to save someone else in the water, others say he was simply in the wrong spot at the wrong time. People on the beach rushed to drag him out, performing CPR for over 20 agonizing minutes. Paramedics arrived, but it was too late. On July 22nd, the official autopsy confirmed he died from asphyxia by submersion. He drowned in the ocean's grip. In a CBS interview, Cosby said Malcolm's death felt like when he got the call about his son Ennis, who was murdered years ago. It sounds sad, but it's actually dark. Cosby was claiming Malcolm as his son, his loss, his story. That one line turned Malcolm's death into something about Cosby, not the incredible life Malcolm built on his own terms. It tied Malcolm to Cosby's name, which is still weighed down by scandal, sexual assault accusations, a 2018 conviction, and a controversial reversal in 2021. By doing this, Cosby erased Malcolm's independence, pulling him back into a narrative Malcolm had fought to move beyond. Malcolm had carved out his own path. His podcast, Not All Hood, wasn't just a side project. It was his way of showing the world who he was without Cosby's shadow. He spoke about real, tough topics: mental health, the N-word, survival, and identity, things Cosby never dared to explore in his sitcom world. Malcolm's voice was bold, honest, and completely his own, a testament to his growth as an artist and a person.
I had to stop listening to J. Cole because I got tired of hearing and bitch.
But Cosby never shared Malcolm's podcast, never posted about it, never gave it a single nod. Yet when Malcolm died, Cosby swooped in, compared him to Ennis, and locked his name back under the Cosby Show brand. That's what we feared. Malcolm could never be free. Not in reruns, not in interviews, not even in death. Cosby's silence about Malcolm's later work spoke louder than his words, confirming he only saw Malcolm as part of his own legacy.
Malcolm was always embracing relationships with everybody he worked with.
When Cosby's words hit the air, Hollywood stepped up big time. They refused to let Cosby's shadow dim Malcolm's light. Tracy Ellis Ross wrote, "I love you, Malcolm," calling him gentle, funny, elegant, and always present. She didn't see him as just a co-star. She saw him as a person who made the world brighter with his warmth and spirit.
Malcolm was so nice to me when I was on the show, and we had such good times together.
Shawnette Renee Wilson, from The Resident, shared that she almost texted Malcolm days before just to check in. She wrote, "Rest in power, Malcolm. It was a joy to be Mina to your AJ." That's not just about a TV role. It's about a real, heartfelt connection they shared on and off the screen. Viola Davis spoke with power. "Theo was our son, our brother, our friend. We will speak your name, always." That's not just a tribute, it's a promise to keep Malcolm's memory alive as a person, not just a character from a show long gone. Even Beyoncé honored him in a big way. Her website went dark with one simple message: "Rest in power, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Thanks for being a big part of our shared television history. You will be missed." That's not just respect, it's deep reverence for a man who touched countless lives with his talent and heart. While Cosby tried to tie Malcolm to his own story, Hollywood made it clear, Malcolm shone bright on his own. He didn't need Cosby's shadow to be a star. He was already a radiant light in his own right. Here's what really cuts deep. Malcolm never turned his back on Cosby, even when things got rough. After Cosby's 2018 conviction, when the media grilled every Cosby Show cast member, Malcolm stood firm. He called Cosby a mentor and said it hurt to see someone you know and love go through such a public ordeal.
Know and love, go through what he's going through, it's difficult not to, not to feel something.
When asked if he'd lost faith in Cosby, Malcolm's answer was clear: no. He didn't dodge the question or distance himself. He praised Cosby's leadership on set, how he treated the cast with care, and how he handled fame without letting it go to his head. Malcolm stayed loyal, giving Cosby dignity when almost no one else would.
Have you lost faith in him? Have you lost feelings for him? And
No.
what are your feelings?
No, not at all.
But when Malcolm passed, Cosby gave so little in return. Just one vague line comparing him to Ennis, then silence. No mention of Malcolm's podcast, his music, or the incredible work he did outside The Cosby Show. That's what hurts. It proves our fear. Cosby wouldn't let Malcolm's light shine free, even in death. His silence about Malcolm's achievements was a betrayal of the loyalty Malcolm showed him. Cosby's team said he called Felicia Rashad, and they spent time on the phone remembering Malcolm. He said Malcolm's death reminded him of losing Ennis, that Malcolm was doing what he loved and changing humanity. He even mentioned a Minnesota concert they talked about months earlier. Sounds touching, right? But look closer. Every memory Cosby shared was from The Cosby Show days. The young student, the actor, the kid on set. He didn't talk about Not All Hood, where Malcolm found his true voice. He didn't mention the musician who kept touring, or the creator who spoke boldly about mental health, identity, and real life beyond the sitcom bubble. Cosby remembered Theo, not the Malcolm who fought hard to step out of his shadow. That silence confirms what we feared. Cosby couldn't see Malcolm as his own man, only as a piece of his own story. Cosby had the stage, the microphone, the power to shape Malcolm's legacy, but he used it to echo his own pain, not Malcolm's growth. Hollywood's tributes told the real story. Tracy Ellis Ross, Viola Davis, Shawnette Renee Wilson, and Beyoncé saw Malcolm, not just Theo. They saw the man, the mentor, the voice who didn't need a sitcom punchline to be powerful. Malcolm outgrew The Cosby Show, its roles, and its reruns, but Cosby's words tried to pull him back to being a character in someone else's story. Malcolm was so much more: a creator, a friend, a voice that left a lasting mark. His podcast Not All Hood showed his heart, tackling tough topics like mental health, identity, and survival with honesty and courage. His music carried his spirit, and his presence inspired everyone he met. We can't let Cosby's loud voice define Malcolm's legacy. We must say his name louder. For Not All Hood, for his music, for the man who pushed beyond the sitcom frame, we honor the Malcolm Cosby ignored, the one who lived boldly and spoke truth. Silence buries legacies, but we can dig them out. Let's celebrate the man who grew beyond The Cosby Show, building a legacy of strength and authenticity that shines brighter than ever. When you think of Malcolm, do you see The Cosby Show sweater? Or the podcast mic where he shared his soul? Did you feel his passion in Not All Hood? Did you see him grow, claiming his space with confidence and grace? Share your memories in the comments below. Let's write the ending Cosby didn't, one that lifts up the real Malcolm-Jamal Warner, honors his truth, and keeps his brilliant legacy alive for all to see.